Hey guys, what's up? My name is Ben. How are you guys doing today? Hopefully you guys had a great Thanksgiving recently. Yes, that has passed since Thursday of the 26th of 2015, and hopefully next year when Thanksgiving comes again that it'll be an even better one for everyone. Without further ado, let's get started. So what I want to talk to you guys about in this video is there was this article, which link will be in the description of course, where someone had an Apple Watch on their arm and apparently it was actually burning their skin, therefore they had to take it off, and it actually left some marks in it. Pictures are actually shown in the article itself, which is a bit graphic. I mean, it's real, that's for sure. And if you're not able to handle seeing those pictures, this is a heads up right now that there are actual pictures of the marks on this guy's arm right here. And what happened was there might have been a bad component inside the Apple Watch itself, causing it to burn and then warm up a little bit. Now, this can be said for any device, whether it's, you know, a smartwatch in this case, or smartphones. I mean, any piece of portable electronic equipment that we carry on ourselves, whether it's in our pockets, we are wearing them, we're holding them, doesn't matter. This can happen anytime. And, you know, no matter how good the product is, no matter how stable it is, and no matter how good the components are, if it's not used the right way, there's a slight chance that something will go wrong with it. And we're taking our devices these days and slipping them in and out of our pockets, wearing them on our wrists in this case, and then we're thinking, it's no problem anyway. And you never know. Anything can happen. I mean, I've heard stories where people had their phones burned in their pockets one time, and therefore they ended up having to go into the emergency room, get it checked out. I mean, I don't know. I just don't understand the deal with this. But all I know is that, like, there could be a bad component inside any device, and it's just how you're handling it with care, and that you let your device cool off for a little bit. You feel like it's getting warm. Now, if it's like getting warm as you're using it, I mean, that's just normal. I mean, devices do get warmed up at some point. It depends on the situation. Smartphones does this. I mean, MP3 players. I mean, anything out there. It does this, and I'm assuming it's coming from the battery. But then again, there are various reasons that this can happen. Now, back to the guy that had burnt marks from his Apple Watch. I mean, he's still a big fan of Apple products. That's why he's not suing the company itself. I mean, all he asked for is a brand new smartwatch. That's all he asked for. And Apple isn't admitting any fault at all. And when I first saw that, I'm like, why are they admitting any fault? I mean, they're the ones that made the product and put these components in there. They should be taking full responsibility for it. I mean, after I thought about it, they are investigating it and trying to figure out what went wrong with the component. But as far as them not admitting any fault, I guess that's true in a way, because I mean, Apple takes the time, or companies in general take the time to really pick out the right components that they know are going to be good components, and nothing will go wrong, and that if anything disastrous were to happen, that it's not going to affect the environment. I mean, for instance, Apple, they're very serious about the environment. I mean, when you watch their keynotes, they go through a checklist. PVC free, mercury free, arsenic free, you know, all those things right there. But no matter what, nobody's perfect. In fact, you know, the top big companies out there will make sure that they're installing good components, great quality components inside their products, versus all these cheap manufacturers that are creating fake devices, and they're not going to care what's being put in them. I mean, you have phones that are being made in China that look exactly like iPhones, but they're running an Android operating system, believe it or not. I think they call it, what, the Sci-Phone or the Hi-Phone? I forgot what they call it. Back then they called it the Sci-Phone, that's for sure. I don't know if those still exist right now, because Sci-Phones were basically smartphones that look like iPhones, but you have an Android operating system running on it, and with the option of 2 SIM card slots. So you can have dual SIM capabilities. But, I mean, other than that, as far as carrying your devices around with you, you just gotta handle it with care. And if it does get hot or warm, and you feel like it's a serious issue, then you might want to take your device off of you and just set it somewhere, let it cool down for a little bit. Don't use it, but unless if it's like normal temperature increase with use, then you're fine. Nothing's gonna happen. I mean, you can never predict when these things are gonna happen. I actually never think about these things when I keep my phone in my pocket until I saw this article. But will I still be thinking? Will I end up thinking about it after reading this? Maybe not. But then again, that's a bad thing at the same time. But at least I'm aware that, okay, these things can happen at some point. What do I do to prevent that? Otherwise, with those burnt marks, not only am I going to get injured, but there's a possibility that I might have to run into the emergency room and have it checked out. Because with burnt marks like this, you don't want to just let it sit there. You got to do something about it. So what do you guys think? Do you guys feel like, there's a certain way we have to care for our devices when we're carrying them, and whether we're wearing them on our wrist? Jeez, I can't talk today. Whether we're wearing them on our wrist or having them in our pockets, I mean, is there a special way we have to carry these devices with us so that way we can assure ourselves nothing like this will happen and that we won't get burnt at all? I mean, I'd like to see what you guys say in the comments down below. Thanks so much for watching. And also, I'd like you guys to give me your opinions about this. Should Apple have admitted fault or not? Yes or no? So that's it. I'll see you guys in the next one. And then please subscribe, rate, comment. Also check out the description below for my social media links, Twitter and Instagram. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.